The very first Oculus Gaming Showcase happened yesterday. This is Oculus's first virtual event with VR game announcements and updates, like they gave more details on Resident Evil 4, Lone Echo 2 and more. But honestly, I wasn't wowed by this showcase, but there are for sure some things to talk about today. So if you've missed it, fear not, I got you. This video is a short and sweet recap of the things announced during the showcase. At the end of this video, I also have some other Quest updates that weren't included in the showcase, but I still thought it was worth sharing. Hi there everyone, I'm Cass and this is your channel for VR and XR. Consider subscribing for news, gameplay and tech tips. We're also doing a giveaway of 2 VR haptic suits for our 100k celebration. Check out the link below. And now let's get started. Join me beyond reality. First up, something many of us have been waiting for, a Lone Echo 2 release date. Well, there's still no specific date yet, but it's coming this summer on the Wraith platform. Unfortunately, no Quest version confirmed yet. Lone Echo 1 is still one of my favorite space adventure games because of its animations and hand interactions. They were next level and still are ahead of its time. If you haven't tried it yet, now is a good time. Next up, I got some Star Wars news. As expected, part 2 of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is launching this year. This one expands the core adventure with 2 more legendary tales and 2 new characters. Meet Dak Andar, hello. And the second is this translation droid. Such a cutie. Part 2 will be launching later this year. And we got Star Wars Pinball. We've talked about this one before, so not much news here. They showed a trailer and it looks like the same one we've seen before already. We already knew it will be about the Mandalorian, but they also said it will highlight the entire first season. And well, of course, Grogu is then an unlockable. I am excited. This title releases next week on April 29th, so watch your channel for an upcoming review. By the way, can I just say I love how they use the Oculus Quest home environments as the background. A nice green screen setup. Now, the next one is the best news of them all. You've probably heard about this already as this was announced during the Resident Evil showcase, but now we know a lot more. Resident Evil 4 is coming to VR. This game was initially released 16 years ago, and it's a classic survival horror game that has changed the gaming industry with its over-the-shoulder third-person camera view that you now see in many games. Interestingly, some gameplay will be different, content won't be touched, of course, that will stay the same, and it is a full port of the game. Character animations and cutscenes will be left the same too, but the graphics will be enhanced and remastered, and the most interesting of all, there will be a first-person mode, so you can step inside the game for the first time. The showcase showed new gameplay that we haven't seen before. There's motion controller support, you can touch physical objects like pick up ammo, keys and treasures, as well as holding a knife, loading and firing weapons. Oh my gosh, this looks so awesome. Just look at the typewriter, for example. You can wield several weapons with each hand. Weapon holstering will be on body too, and Oculus says a ton of effort was made to make the interactions and weapon handling smooth and satisfying. What else has been added? Well, positional audio, which is very important for immersion in VR. Plus, there are also lots of comfort options for movement. They said there's going to be teleportation, room scale and smooth locomotion. I cannot wait. I used to watch my dad play this game as I was too young and it was way too scary for me. So although it looks like it is going to be a lot scarier in VR, I will definitely play it as I think it's going to push VR forwards and we're going to get a lot more people into VR just because of this game. So definitely look out for some screams on this channel. I do have to remind you, it is an Oculus Quest 2 exclusive, so unfortunately it isn't coming to Quest 1 and also not on PC VR, but it is launching later this year. Will you be playing Resident Evil 4 and are you a first timer or will you replay it? Let me know in the comments below, I'm curious. Now before we move on, give my clone 60 seconds to talk about our sponsor today. A big thanks to Surfshark VPN for continuing supporting the channel by sponsoring today's video. Surfshark is the VPN we've been using even before they reached out, so I was eager to say yes when they did. What a VPN does is keeping your data private by encrypting what you send over the internet. You can use it for unlocking geo-blocking too. For example, on Netflix, we recently watched The Serpent, highly recommended by the way, but it's not available everywhere, so Surfshark solves that. Surfshark is also one of the competitive ones in pricing, and one subscription allows you to use it on an unlimited amount of devices at the same time, so your phone, tablet and laptop can now be protected simultaneously, or use it on your router to protect all connected devices. If you use our link in the description and enter our promo code, you'll get 83% off and 3 extra months for free. They also have a 30-day money-back guarantee policy, so if you don't like it, you can just cancel it. Then The Climb 2 released a free content update today. This is a freestyle expansion pack with a 2-part release. The first part will give us 6 new levels for casual and professional modes, and it also adds rhythm-based climbing. Interesting. So if you have the game, you should be able to try it now. Another free update is coming to Pistol Whip. This is Smoke and Thunder, which adds 5 new levels that are narrative driven and Wild Wild West themed. This update includes the Concierge 2, which expands the game's modifiers to give players total customization. All this is coming this summer. I love these free content updates. These developers are absolutely great. Okay, next up is the first quest, a snowboarding game. From the creator of 1080 Snowboarding comes Carve Snowboarding. It will have 2 modes, time attack and freestyle, and there are lots to discover. Courses, boards, gloves and even mixtapes to unlock, and you get a pet. It looks totally awesome. I love to snowboard in real life, so I cannot wait to check this one out. The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners is also getting an update. They dropped a trailer for a free DLC called Aftershocks, where we see some action that seems to center around a new mission where you have to retrieve a mysterious supply cache. Not much info yet, but we do know it's coming to Oculus Quest first on May 20th, and we're not sure when it's coming on PC VR yet. So the next games we've covered before, so I'll go through them briefly. After the Fall, the 4-player co-op zombie shooter in ice cold post-apocalyptic LA is coming this summer. And we finally got a confirmation that it's coming for Quest with cross-platform support. Same for I Expect You to Die 2, finally a confirmation that is coming to Quest and Rift this year. And Wraith, the Oblivion Afterlife, got an awesome new launch trailer in the showcase, and it looks scary, but it launches today on Quest and Rift. You may have seen our video already on this horror game. If you haven't yet, go check it out to see if it's something for you. Link is below. Warhammer 40k Battle System has also announced a couple of updates to the game, some visual improvements and lots of under the hood stuff, and 2 new maps, a horde mode, plus multiplayer co-op with cross-buy and cross-play support. It should be out now. Now I also have a few updates that weren't part of the Oculus Gaming Showcase, but I wanted to put them on your radar. Mask Maker just released this week, and it is an intriguing original game. You learn how to craft magical masks in order to traverse throughout the different biomes of the mask realm. There are resources to collect, puzzles to solve while you develop your crafting skills. I'm going to try out this game as soon as possible, as it's very intriguing sounding. Now you may recognize Puzzle Bubble VR, as it was a pretty popular arcade puzzle game from 1994 and it is now coming to VR. What a contrast from the first trailer, right? I think it looks charming, and in the VR version you can of course physically use the slingshots to shoot and match the colors, and the game is set to include 100 levels in story mode. Well, an arcade game may be not for everyone, but being in a game like this could be a really nice way to relax. Plus, it's being developed by VR veterans Survius, the developer behind Creed Rise to Glory and Raw Data. Puzzle Bubble VR is releasing on May 20th on Quest. Last game on this list, a version of Zero Caliber VR is coming to Oculus Quest on May 13th for $25 US. This is a military shooter and PC VR game from 2018 with very positive reviews on Steam. The Quest version will be a different game though, but it will include its single player and 4-player online co-op campaign. Interesting for the co-op shooter fans. Lastly, a tiny update about the newest Quest 2 update, the infamous version 28. Well, most people have gotten the version 28 update now or have manually updated it. However, not all features have been unlocked yet. Most only have the 120Hz mode and the new keyboard feature, but no desk mode or Oculus Air Link yet. Apparently, Oculus Air Link is being rolled out even later, so if you're not on version 28 yet on your Quest, it might be worth it to just wait until Air Link is out before you spend the time to update it manually. I am personally waiting on Air Link 2, but once I have it, I'll make a video on it with tips and tricks and I'll compare it with virtual desktop. But that's it for today's update. Personally, I am a bit disappointed about the Oculus Gaming Showcase, as I hoped for more news on bigger titles and just more things we did not know yet. Like, I would have loved to hear more about Sniper Elite or Splinter Cell and Assassin's Creed VR from Ubisoft, but hopefully this showcase is the start of an annual thing and it will get bigger and better every year. Let me know in the comments what you would have loved to see and what your favorite piece of news was. I think for me it was definitely Resident Evil 4, all the gameplay stuff, and also Lone Echo 2. By the way, if you want these kind of news more quickly next time, we post regularly on Twitter about things as we find them out, and on Instagram we post behind the scenes things, so come follow us there, links are below. Thanks for watching everyone, leave me a like if you like what we do, support us for free by watching more, and don't forget about our Be Haptics giveaway too. Did you find the secret key? A special thanks go to all our champions, especially these patrons down below, and as always, VR